Welcome back. You're watching Mirror Now with me, Griha. Now, after opposition parties in Tamil Nadu have attacked DMK government over the Chief Minister of the state, MK Stalin, taking a chartered flight to Dubai, the state government has now clarified that the cost of the flight was in fact borne by the DMK party, and the Chief Minister had to take this private aircraft because of non-availability of other flights. The Tamil Nadu government further said that Stalin made the foreign trip to attract investors and also cited as to how several MOUs were signed with international groups for investments in the state of Tamil Nadu. My colleague Shilpa now joins me on the broadcast. Shilpa, an explanation there by the DMK over that trip that MK Stalin made to Dubai. How much of water will this particular explanation really hold?
Yes, in fact, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin's trip to Dubai, a 4-day trip to Dubai, of course, has become the new center of political controversy as far as the state is concerned, because the opposition parties here, both the AIDMK and the BJP, has been saying that, this is more like a family trip rather than an official trip, because, all the family members of Chief Minister MK Stalin were present in Dubai, including his grandchildren, and that is the reason why the opposition parties are questioning this foreign trip of the Chief Minister. And Edapadi K. Palaniswamy, who is the opposition leader of Tamil Nadu, he of course also questioned as to why the Chief Minister took a chartered plane. Is it because he wanted to take his entire family along with him? And responding to these allegations, of course, Tamil Nadu government says the cost of the chartered flight of the private aircraft was borne by the DMK party, and it was not the government that paid for it. And apart from that, they've hit out at the opposition party saying that the Chief Minister went for the Dubai trip and went for this foreign trip to attract investments to the states, to meet CEOs, to meet diplomats, and to meet and interact with the Tamil diaspora there. And they also cite as to how several MOUs were signed with several international groups during Chief Minister's visit. For example, an agreement was reached upon with the Lulu Group, the Aster Medicity Group, all of them who've signed MOUs to invest in Tamil Nadu. So the government says this was an official trip where the Chief Minister, of course, wanted to attract investors. He, of course, visited Dubai Expo as well. But the opposition parties say if this was an official trip, then why take all his family members along, and why did the Chief Minister take a chartered flight is what the opposition, of course, is raising at this point in time.
Absolutely, Shilpa. In fact, a pertinent point at that, because if at all he was going ahead and signing MOUs with various companies there for the betterment of the government in Tamil Nadu, we'd have to also understand as to why the family members really were there with him, or as far as that trip is concerned, that it was undertaken by the Chief Minister, MK Stalin.